talk about the day that I actually thought I met God. So first, a little bit of context. This was 2006, and my then girlfriend and now wife and I decided to go to the Spiti Valley in Himachal, which is close to Ladakh. We were early in our relationship, so we were both very keen to impress each other. I was keen to show off the fact that I'm this adventurous guy who likes to do adventurous things. She was keen to tell me that she's not scared, basically. So we decided to do this bike trip. I had some experience of that area. I had gone to Ladakh a few years before, but that was with friends. This time we decided that it's just the two of us. We'll go to Spiti Valley. Now, Spiti Valley is in roughly the same region. Since you have gone there, many others would have gone as well. So from Manali, as you go up, you cross the Rohtang Pass, you go left for Ladakh, you go right for the Spiti Valley. And the roads are terrible. Basically, for part of the journey, there is no road. We didn't know any of this. I had done 2006, so I could do Google search, but not Google Maps either. So we didn't know that there was no road there. Basically, part of the road is the river bed. In the summer, the river becomes drier, and part of the road is actually literally the stones on the river bed. So we did that, and after a little bit of other adventures, our tools got lost and whatever. We went back about 40 kilometers back up to get the tools and went back down the river. At some point, there's a lake there called the Chandarta, and we decided that we would camp in the Chandarta. Very, very ambitious plan, but we didn't know it, so it seemed easy. So we decided to camp there. This was our second night of from Manali. The way the road is that off that dry river bed, you take a track which is roughly 13 kilometers. That track is roughly 6 feet wide, about this wide. And we were on a bike. It was fine. We were happy. We had just had a nice lunch, and all through the area there are these sort of glacial melts. These are small streams that actually flow across the road. Right? They are called nalas in the area, and some of those nalas are called pagal nalas, which is basically because they keep changing course and they keep changing depth because of how much snow has actually melted that day. It could be 6 inches deep, it could be 6 feet deep, and you don't know that in advance. So anyway, we had been crossing a lot of those. I was quite confident, overconfident while riding. So on that stretch of road, we are roughly halfway through that 13-kilometer track, and we encounter a pagal nala. And I plunge headlong into that nala. We just go, and it was not very wide. It was roughly maybe 15 feet wide. In the middle of that, suddenly the water, which was up to here, suddenly came up to here, roughly, and my bike got submerged. We were both in the middle of the nala. It was not scary in the sense that the water was not very fast, but it was really deep. And my wife is a little shorter than I am, so for her it was really scary. The water was up to here for her, and the bike got stuck because there is no because water had gone into the engine, the exhaust, all of that. The bike stopped, and it was very hard to move the bike in roughly this much water. And it was just the two of us. There was nobody else on that track. And try as I might, I'm pushing the bike. She's pushing the bike. We're stuck in the middle. And suddenly, this was around 4 p.m. in the mountains. It starts getting cold around then. You start, more than the physical problems, we started getting really stressed. What happens if we are stuck here? Like, we could walk, but where would we walk to? There's still 6-7 kilometers to go. And we don't know what's on the other side. We can't go back either because it's too far. I'm not only responsible for myself, I'm responsible for her, and of course there's all the future to think of as well. Right? All those things go through your head at the time. So for about 15 minutes we kept pushing the bike, pulling the bike, trying all sorts of things, and nothing was working. And we said we'll have to abandon the bike and go. as we were getting ready to abandon the bike, literally we left the bike in the water there, and we started walking out of the water to see what we could actually do. As we were doing, we saw one man coming from the other side, from the Chandratal side, walking. This is a man, a thin man, short man, carrying two heavy bags like this, duffel bags like this, and merrily walking along that track. Now, for the past couple of hours, we had not encountered a vehicle, we had not encountered a human being, and there was this guy who just merrily walking along. And we say hi to him, we stop him, and he says, I'm an agarbatti seller, and I had gone to sell agarbattis to the temple that is over there. Now, what are the odds that an agarbatti seller on foot, and I'm starting to question him, like how many agarbattis can you actually sell that is worth it for you to go on foot on this long track? There's not even a bus, even the main road is actually not a road, remember it's a riverbed. So he would have hitchhiked on the riverbed, then walked the last 13 kilometers to deliver agarbattis to the temple, and then walk back. But that guy was our savior that day. He helped push the bike. Between the three of us, we could push the bike out. And to this day, my wife and I are convinced that that day we met God.